the Ride, 950 Lounge Live. Big shout to my man J30 singing the harmony, Mallory Rains on the rap. That's the new 950 Lounge theme song. They'll be up a little later.
That girl's good. That girl's good.
Okay.
We do like Coming to America. That girl's good.
Still riding out with my man Andre Mullen and Axis Group. We were talking about branding. We broke off, and people use this word all the time. Branding, my image. But I think sometimes it's hollow words. Now, you was kind of talking about what's the difference between branding. I had a conversation with a guy last night, a very influential person in the radio business, that mentioned to me and even schooled me a little bit about demographic. He was saying that, because of all the content today, there's no more demo. Like the algorithm is all destroyed because it's so much content all over the place. Do you kind of agree with that?
Yes and no. I can see how you can come up with that. But see, I think that's the problem. We got to kill the gray areas. We have to kill the gray areas. Mm-hmm. Instead of just saying, well, hey, you know what? I'm just going to talk to everybody.
Right.
And kind of like whatever sticks. Do you know that is I hate to say this like this, but do you know that's the concept of advertising?
Yeah.
That's the concept of advertising.
You're telling me that.
That's why I said I hate to say it. So, it's like, okay, you know what? I'm going to put this content out, and whoever goes with it, no. There's no strategy. There's no planning behind that. Mm-hmm. That's like saying, you know what? I'm going to have a party at my house, and I'm going to cook. However many people come. Who does that in a right mind?
Yeah.
That you don't even know if you're cooking enough or if
you
you're cooking too much.
You ain't even a good cook.
Well, that's
why ain't nobody coming to your house.
That too.
He just has Kool-Aid.
Sugar intake.
So that's why I say is that I understand about how there really isn't a quote unquote demographic.
Right.
But all the successful artists that I know. Mm-hmm. Know who their demo is.
It's funny you say that because my comeback in the conversation was like Timberlands. Like, okay, everybody in the hood wears Timberlands,
right?
But you ever see a Timberland commercial where they concrete jungle?
No.
It's always some guy in the woods or the wilderness in the water, right? So that is their market. They're gonna take the street money, but it wasn't designed for the street, and they're not even marketing to the street.
There's a lot of designers that.
Right, but exactly. But they're not the focus of marketing. When you sit in a marketing room, which I do on a regular, and they say, okay, who are we shooting to? Who's our audience? You just can't say, well, everybody, because we all got 2 feet, or most of us got. No, it's we're shooting at this. We're going after the 35 to 55 Caucasian, makes $100,000 a year, college grad, and lives in the suburbs. That's who we want to focus to.
And again, this is like I tell people, listen, there's 7-point-some-odd billion people on the planet, right? Mm-hmm. You don't speak every language and dialect on the planet to communicate with each and every one of them.
Right.
You don't.
Right.
How about you figure out, hey, look, I'm going to talk to this group of people right over there, and I'm going to make sure that everything that I say deals with these folk. Mm-hmm. Not, I'm trying to get this person. I've talked to artists and say, I'm trying to reach the world, man. I'm trying to reach the masses. Man, listen, it's not going to work. Because first off, you don't do music for the masses.
Right.
Because the masses each have their own
preference,
desire. There's music you listen to, I don't listen to. Exactly. There's music you listen to, I don't listen to. So guess what? No artist is going to be able to hit us all at the same time in the same place and have us all like, yeah, okay. No, it doesn't work that way. And that's why I believe it's so much content out there that it's like you just want to tell some people, yo, sit down, stop, right. Don't do anymore. Don't, because you're confusing everybody.
Yeah.
But are they really confusing them, or are they just watering down? It's making it harder for you to really realize the good content that's out there.
No, but then that becomes my job. So my job is to help artists create and establish a lane for themselves, so they understand that, hey, look, to refine and reframe their message and say, look, I want to talk to those people, and I can't water down the importance of Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech. There's a lot of people that have made speeches throughout the centuries.
Right.
I can't water that down because there's a lot of speeches out there. I can't even water it down because there's a black man that made a very important speech. What even makes it important to me, to you? What makes it important is it because it spoke to who we are.
Right.
It spoke to a specific group of people. This is what I'm saying to this group of people. So if artists would understand that that's how they need to position their music, then what'll happen is, guess what? Then you'll have people that's really listening.
You like actually prepare the entertainer. You prepare them to like what's going to happen once they go out into that real world.
Well, I'll tell you this. I don't prepare because that's something a little bit like on the lines of management. What I prepare artists and what I prepare brands to do with their brands is to engage their audience.
Like enhance it.
Yeah. So a lot of people, I give you an example. You see people on Twitter, they got tweets going on, they got Instagram, doing the little selfies, blah, 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 blah. And let's say an artist at a concert takes a picture, puts on Instagram, says, hey, this is what backstage look like, whatever have you. And he says, hey, great concert tonight, blah, 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 right? I would tell that artist, hey, look, you know what? We need to focus on what you're saying, what your caption is with this. So I would tell that artist, if he's taking a picture backstage, all right, your thought is, how do I invite this person that's seeing this picture into this experience? Just taking the picture and saying,